Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Eunice. Thank you for joining me on this journey of mastering relaxation. This yoga stretch sequence is for an evening wind down, or it's great to do right before bed. It's also great to do if you just want to take a break in your day. I'm going to start off today's yoga session with pulling a random card from this yoga deck, and we're going to add it into the session that I already planned out. I invite you to put on loose, comfortable clothing. Do your evening routine, take a nice shower, a bath. I just gave myself a nice head massage with some peppermint oil. This oil mix, so my head is feeling nice and relaxed and tingly. And I hope that you're doing well this evening. Let's get a card. Yes, and stay till the end if you want to receive a self-care message. I'm going to pull a card from a self-care, I think from two self-care decks that I have. I have two different ones. I'm going to pull a card from each just to give a message to add to our evening, just to add to our daily life that we can incorporate to help better ourselves. All right, one more little quick shuffle. All right, let's get the card. What are we adding today? Think something good. Oh, I got one. Let's see. Here we go. Let me get a little closer. Downward facing frog. I just call this frog pose, but beautiful, getting into the hips. Frog pose is perfect for getting into the hips, and it's a great posture to do right before bed because you're undoing all of the tightness and scrunchiness of the hips that might have been accumulated during the day from sitting down for a long period of time or standing up or just work. Also, we store a lot of emotional energy in our hips. So maybe if it was a stressful day or an emotional day, this is a great posture to release and to build flexibility. Show it to you one more time. Let's get into our practice. This yoga stretch sequence is for an evening wind down. Make sure you're wearing loose, comfortable clothing so you can relax and feel free. Meet your body and mind where it is today, and use any props you feel that you may need. Keep them close by. Feel free to skip or modify any of the poses that does not work for you. And remember, your body is the guru. Honor and listen to it. Let's begin an easy seated pose. You can soften your gaze by looking at the floor right in front of your legs, or close your eyes. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths. Take a nice smooth inhale through the nostrils, and then exhale, open the mouth and sigh it out. Allow yourself to be here right now and arrive into your practice. Mentally create distance from this moment right here in the day that you just had, and take a quick body scan. Relax the hips and the knees, soften the shoulders, sit up nice and tall, and relax your jaw and the muscles of the face. Let's begin with the wrist stretch. Take the left hand and make a fist, and circle the fist in one direction. You can also hold on to the forearm to make sure that you isolate the stretch. And then make sure to just switch the direction of your rotations in the opposite direction to balance it out. Release your fist, open the fingers out, and take the thumb to the center of the palm, and then close the 4 fingers over the thumb, and continue to make wrist circles in one direction. Release the wrist rotation and open the left hand out, palm facing forward. Flex the fingers towards the face and use the right hand to pull the left fingers back. Make sure to relax the left shoulder. Release and point the left fingers down, using the right hand to put a gentle pressure on the back of the hand, stretching into the wrist. We're going to release here. Take the left arm out to the left, point the fingers down, relax the left shoulder, and push the back of the wrist to the left. And then we're going to take the fingers to point up, flex the fingers towards the face, push the left palm to the left. Now we're going to release the left hand onto the ground and take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Sit up nice and tall, send the heart forward, relax the left shoulder down. And you can stay here or begin to move the chin up and down, towards the right underarm and up towards the ceiling, moving deeper into the smaller muscles of the neck. Release. Shake out the left arm, just rolling out the wrist and the shoulder. Let's move to the right side. Make a fist with the right hand and circle around in one direction. Holding on to the right forearm just helps you to isolate the movement into the wrist. And then we're going to release. Take the right thumb to the center of the palm and continue making rotations with your fist. Release and take the right palm forward, flexing the fingers back. Use the left hand to help move the fingers back, getting deeper into the wrist. And then switch to pointing the right fingertips down, relaxing the shoulder. Release and take the right arm out to the right, pointing the right fingertips down, relaxing the right shoulder. Then flex the right fingertips up. Push the right palm towards the right. Release the right hand down. Take the left ear to the left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of the neck. You can always stay here in center or begin to move the chin towards the left underarm and up towards the ceiling, back and forth, being gentle with the neck. Release, bring the head back to center. And take an inhale to send the right arm up overhead. Grab the right elbow with the left hand. Rest the palm on the upper back. Send the heart forward and the arms back. Push the head into the right arm to send the right arm back. You can stay here in center or lean over to the left, getting a deeper stretch on the right side of the body. Come back to center if you were in the side stretch. Use the right hand to grab a hold of the upper left arm. Straighten the left arm overhead and send the left arm over to the left, getting deeper into the tricep. Let's release. Use your whole inhalation to round the back, the palms come to touch in front of you, and send the palms overhead. Then exhale to cactus the arms, heart forward. Inhale, palms come to touch. Pray your hands go up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Do that twice more. Let's release. Let's take a tricep stretch on the left arm. Send the left arm up overhead, bend the left elbow, and grab a hold of the left elbow with the right hand. Relax the shoulders down and send your heart forward. Push the head back into the left forearm. You can always hold it here in center or take a side stretch, stretching deeper into the left side of the body. Come back to center and grab a hold of the right upper arm with the left hand. Straighten the right arm, sending the right arm over to the right. release here. Interlace the fingers in front of you, palms face up, and draw the palms up to the chest level. As you exhale, round the back and push the palms away from the body. Take another inhale with the fingers interlaced, palms face up, and as you exhale, roll out the wrists. Let's do that again. Interlace fingers come up to chest level. Exhale, push the palms away from the chest, round the upper back. Inhale, send the palms up overhead. Exhale, roll out the wrists. Take that flow twice more. We're going to release here and make our way into tabletop position. We're going to take our wild card position, frog pose. With the hands in front of you, take the knees out as wide as the mat or wider. And to begin, we're going to take the toes to come to touch. Use the hands and move the hips back and forth, just gauging and seeing where the hips are. And then you could take some upper body movement, moving the spine back and forth and moving into the shoulders. And then just hold through center, pushing the hips back towards the heels. Let's take the full expression of frog pose. Move the hips forward, take the feet apart, knees and ankles are aligned. Flex the toes towards the knees. You can stay up on the palms of the hands or come down onto the forearm. And take an inhale to move the hips forward, and then exhale to move the hips back towards the heels. Find your sweet spot, or what they call in yoga, the edge. It's the expression of the pose where you're getting the deepest stretch, but you can still inhale and exhale smoothly and comfortably. And make sure to keep the expression on your face soft and that you're not clenching or holding anywhere else like the shoulders or the toes. See if you can use your exhalations to move the hips back a little bit more. Take an inhale to release, bring the toes together, then bring the knees together, and let's find our way onto our backs. Bring the soles of the feet onto the ground, and draw the right knee in towards the chest, grabbing a hold of the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. You can lengthen the left leg out to get deeper into the stretch. Relax the shoulders. Use your exhalations to soften the lower back to the ground and to soften the knee closer towards the chest. And you could take some ankle rotations with the right foot here. And let's take some hip rotations. With the right hand on the right knee, begin to make some hip rotations in one direction. And then switch the directions of the hip rotation. Bring the right knee back to center and shift onto the left hip to come into a spinal twist, dropping the right knee over to the left Stretch out the right arm in a T shape or cactus the right arm. You can rest the left hand on the right knee or send the left arm out straight into a T shape. Even in this posture, imagine using your inhalation to lengthen the spine and then exhale belly button towards the spine like you're wringing out a sponge. Inhale, come back to center. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. You can keep the right foot planted or lengthen out the right leg for a deeper stretch. Circle out the left foot for ankle rotations. And we're going to get deeper into the left hip. With the left hand on the left knee, circle the left knee around in one direction. In whichever direction you were going, pause and circle in the opposite direction. Pause and center, shift onto the right hip, and drop the left knee over to the right, coming into our spinal twist. Plug the upper body and the shoulders into the ground. You can use the right hand to rest on the left knee. Engage the abs and inhale and come back flat onto the back and draw both the knees into the chest for Apanasana. Take the knees wide and apart and hug the knees in. Take the knees back together, hug the knees close and draw the forehead towards the knees, rolling into a little ball. Relax the upper body down, keep the knees hugged in. And grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet, bringing the soles of the feet together. Push the knees back away from the shoulders. Stay here or open the legs out wide into happy baby pose. Draw the shoulders down and the knees down. Flex the toes. You could rock from side to side, massaging the back line. We're going to release here and take our final resting pose, Shavasana, corpse pose. Let the feet flop away from one another. Rest the arms by your side, palms facing up. And just take a body scan and see if you feel a difference in the body from when we started our practice. Soften your legs. Soften the upper body, the shoulders, and the heart center. Soften your jaw, the muscles around the eyes, and the muscles in the forehead. Take an inhale, wiggle the fingers and the toes, stretch the arms up overhead. Then roll onto one side. Push into the hands and slowly and gently bring the body up to a seated position, checking in with the mind and your inner world. And then sweep the arms out, around, and up. The palms come to touch. And land the palms on the forehead as a reminder that you are the master of your Zen. Palms come to rest at our lips as a reminder to communicate our truth with authenticity and kindness. And palms come to rest at the heart center as a reminder to know thyself and love thyself. Thank you for practicing with me. Peace and ease to you. If you enjoyed this session and it helped you, please share it with someone that it can help. Subscribe, like the video, and hit that notification bell so you'll be aware of when I post. Until next time. Thank you for joining me for the self-care oracle card pull. I feel so much softer and lighter after that practice, and I hope the same for you. It's going to be a nice, relaxing evening. For me, I'm going to watch a movie after this. So I'm going to flip a card. I'm going to be using 2 decks. I have 2 self-care decks. This one, if you're ever interested, the Sacred Self-Care Oracle is this one. And then I have the Self-Care Wisdom cards. Let's get one message from each to close out this practice. The interesting thing is this Self-Care Wisdom cards, the card that I'm going to pick second, is the first oracle deck I've ever bought. It's like an OG for me. Started shuffling cards for myself using that self-care wisdom card deck. And I haven't used it in a while. And I was like, you know what? Let me use it today. Let's get one card from this deck. Self-care card. I mean, showing up for this practice is an act of self-care and self-love. But let's get an extra card. Maybe something that we need, something extra that we need to hear, that we can incorporate. Help us feel better. Let's get one card. Ooh, I felt like, okay, 2. I'm just going to take those 2. And I'm going to get a card for the Self-Care Wisdom. Let me actually show you what came out first for this one. One of my favorite activities, dance. So movement and intuition. This speaks to me because it reminds me of something that I do often, which is dance before I meditate, or dance before, if I'm like envisioning something that I want in life, like writing down manifestations. Some ways that you can manifest things is writing things down. I like to dance. It helps me to release energy. So maybe dancing is, you're being asked to dance. Move your body, transmute energy. For me, I could be in the most agitated, irritated mood. I put on some good beats, I put on some good music, and I dance. I am another person on the other side of that dance party that I just have. So I love that card, dance. And intuition is giving me meditation. Moving within, visiting that inner self. So some of you may be called to actually dance and move, and then also the other side of that other polarity, the other side of that, to sit still and practice tuning in and tapping in with your intuition. What is the inner self saying? Sometimes our body is always letting us know what we need. We just need some quiet time and some stillness. Just sit and listen. All right, let's see what we get. I was asking for 1 card, but we got 2 from that one. Let's get 1 more card to end this practice. Oh, that flipped up right away. Ease. Ooh. May the peace and the ease be with you. Today, I allow life to be easy. I'm just going to show you that one more time. In the message, this doesn't come with the booklet, but it says, today I allow life to be easy. I love that. We need easy days. We work hard, and there can be a lot of things on our minds all at once, things that need to be figured out. But I think that's a beautiful affirmation. Today I allow life to be easy. So we're being asked to dance as an act of self-care. Great workout too. Tap into our intuition, meditate, sit in stillness. What is your inner self saying to you? What does your inner self need? What does your body need? What does your mind need? What does your spirit need? What is your self, your whole self asking for? And then today I allow life to be easy. Stop and smell the roses and the flowers, and stop to ground. Put your feet in the grass. Put your feet on the ground. Put your feet in the sand if you have access to sand. Go with the flow. Maybe that's just like taking a nap. Maybe it's just sitting down outside watching something, watching nature, watching the trees, watching the birds go by. What does this mean to you? How can you incorporate these energies from these cards into your life? That's our self-care message. Thank you for joining me. Remember, make time to master your relaxation. Peace out, y'all.